Dear students, we are in the last stage of preparation of fund flow statement. That is, we have already gone through 3 stages: schedule of changes in working capital, calculation of fund from operation, adjustment of non-current items. And the fourth stage is preparation of fund flow statement. Okay, a fund flow statement is simply a statement showing sources and uses of funds, or it is the statement showing inflow and outflow of funds, or in other words, it is the statement showing sources and applications of funds. As the meaning indicates, fund flow statement shows two items. On one side we will show sources of funds, and on the other side we will show applications of fund. Okay, it helps to find out the net increase or decrease in working capital. We know increase or decrease in working capital is calculated by preparing schedule of changes in working capital, and that particular amount can be obtained by balancing the fund flow statement. So simply, what is the purpose of fund flow statement is that to identify net increase or decrease in working capital. Okay, then it is prepared in two formats. First one is in statement form, that is vertical form, and second one is in a T form or horizontal form. Generally we will prepare in T form or horizontal form. Okay, these are the items we have already discussed. I think you will have this list in your notebook and you will have learned all these items. It shows the examples of sources of funds and examples of uses or applications of funds. Issue of share, redemption of preference share, issue of debenture, redemption of debenture, etc. Okay, there are different items of sources and applications of funds. You will have learned it. Otherwise, you write down these items in your notebook and learn all these items. Okay, then by preparing fund flow statement in a statement form or vertical form, the format is very simple. Firstly, provide two columns, one particulars column and one amount column, or we can prepare two amount columns also for showing addition, deduction, etc. Okay, then the details should be shown are firstly sources of funds. First show the sources and list out all the sources of funds. Then less applications of funds. We have to list out all the applications of funds, and the balancing figure will be taken as net increase or decrease in working capital. This is the vertical form of fund flow statement. Here the balancing figure is net increase or decrease in working capital. The purpose of fund flow statement is to calculate net increase or decrease in working capital. Okay, then this is the complete form of vertical format. That is, firstly we will show the sources of funds and we will list out all the sources. Issue of shares, issue of debentures. When we issue share, we will get cash, we will get fund. Okay, issue of debenture, raising of long term loan, raising of medium term loan, non-trading incomes, dividend received, interest received, fund from operations, decrease in working capital. These are the important sources of funds on the source area. Okay, then we will show the total here. Secondly, less applications of funds. We will list out all the applications: redemption of debenture, redemption of preference share, repayment of long-term loan, purchase of non-trading, purchase of fixed assets, then non-trading expenses, dividend paid, fund lost in operation, increase in working capital, etc. Okay, we will show all the applications of funds, and the net difference is net increase or decrease in working capital. This is the complete form of vertical form of the statement form of fund flow statement. Okay, then second format is horizontal format. The general format, generally used format is the horizontal form or T form. Here we are providing two sides, source side and application side. Okay, sources of funds amount, applications of funds amount. In the source side we will show all the sources, on the application side we will show all the applications, and we will total. The thing is that the total of both sides will be equal. The fund flow statement will tally, the amount totals of both the sides will tally. So we can ensure whether our problem is correct or not by preparing fund flow statement. Okay, let us discuss one example. From the following balance sheet of Parshuram Limited for the year ended 31st December 2010 and 2011, prepare a statement showing sources and applications of funds. Okay, how to prepare? Firstly, we have to identify the items. Here, what are the items? Planned is a non-current item, fixed item. Stock is a current item. Debtors is a current item. Cash is a current item. And on the liability side, share capital is a non-current item. Creditors is a current item. Profit or loss account, it is a part of equity. It is a non-current item. Okay, so we have to classify the items given in 2 years into current items and non-current items. Okay, current items, current assets and current liabilities are shown in schedule of changes in working capital. And the non-current items, we have to identify whether there is increase or decrease. For example, here take the case of planned. What has happened? In the first year it is 37,500. Second year it is 50,000. What happened? There is an increase of 12,500. What is the meaning of that? We have purchased new plant of rupees 12,500. It is an application of fund. Purchase of fixed asset is an application of fund. We will make payment of cash. Okay, likewise look on the credit side. Okay, here there is share capital. On the liability side there is share capital. First year it is 2 lakhs, second year it is 2,87,500. What does it mean? There is issue of share capital. Okay, all the items, current items are taken in schedule. Okay, here firstly I have gone through the schedule of changes in working capital. The above the items on the upper side is the items in our balance sheet. So firstly we will take the red boxed items, that is current items. Okay, the 4 columns provided are particulars column 2010, 2011, increase, decrease. Take the case of stock. First item, current assets, stock 60,500, 68,000, there is an increase of 7,500. Second, debtors 90,500, 85,000, there is a decrease of 5,500. Then cash 71,000, 1,35,000, there is an increase of 6,63,500. Then we will total these current assets. Okay, the next liability side, there is only one item, creditors. Okay, 53,000, 35,000, there is an decrease of 18,000. There is a decrease of 18,000, but it is shown in increase column. In the case of liability we will show in opposite column, because ഇവിടെ ഇൻക്രീസ് കൊണ്ട് ഉദ്ദേശിക്കുന്നത് ഇൻക്രീസ് ഇൻ കറണ്ട് അസറ്റോ കറണ്ട് ലാബിലിറ്റിയോ അല്ല, പകരം ഇൻക്രീസ് ഇൻ വർക്കിംഗ് ക്യാപിറ്റലാണ്. ഇൻക്രീസ് ഇൻ കറണ്ട് അസറ്റ് ഇൻക്രീസസ് വർക്കിംഗ് ക്യാപിറ്റൽ, whereas increase in current liability decreases working capital. So it is shown here. Then we will find working capital, that is the difference between total current asset and total current liability. First year it is 1,69,500. Second year it is 2,53,500. Then we will balance these accounts and find the difference, that is increase in working capital. It is 83,500. Okay, next stage we have to find fund from operation. Fund from operation is calculated based on the profit or loss account balance. Here in the first year the opening balance of profit or loss account is 7,000. This is the opening balance. Profit or loss account is having credit balance. So in adjusted profit or loss account we will show opening balance of profit or loss account on credit side and the closing balance of profit or loss account on the debit side. And there are no other non-fund, non-operating expenses or incomes. If these items are there, it is shown here to calculate fund from operation. As there are no other items, we will balance this account, and the balancing figure is 8,500. It is treated as fund from operation. The second stage is over. We have calculated fund from operation. Okay, then we will prepare a fund flow statement. What are the sources here? First one, on the liability side, there is a change in share capital value. Okay, then that change is 87,000. There is increase in share capital. That means we have issued new shares and we have collected cash. So 87,500 is taken as source of fund, issue of shares. Then fund from operation, it was calculated by us. Fund from operation is taken as inflow, that is sources of funds. Then another non-current item we analyzed was plant and machinery. Plant. In the first year it is 37,500. Second year it is 50. There is an increase of 12,500. Increase in fixed asset means we have purchased fixed asset. Purchase of fixed asset is treated as a use of funds. And lastly, we have to show the balance of schedule of changes in working capital, that is increase in working capital. We have shown this item here, and the total of fund flow statement here is 96,500. This is a simple problem. We will discuss more problems, so you go through the items. Okay, thank you very much.